everybody, welcome to the Captain Vitus Show, and today we are going to do some pickups. I haven't done pickups in a month, and I'll explain why. But first, if you don't know what pickups is, it's basically a segment on the show where instead of reviewing a movie or doing a top 10 list or anything, I literally just show you everything I picked up in the last month. Whether it be a movie like a DVD or a Blu-ray, an anime, a TV show, a video game. If I picked it up, it's fair game. And there's a lot of it. Basically, the reason you didn't see a November one, you're probably thinking, where was the November one? I bought that many things in November. So I kind of thought, screw it. Why even bother with a three-part... It's like three things. The video would have been only like 56 minutes long, knowing how I can talk about things for so long. But I decided to combine it with my December pickups, so this is November and December. And December got a little out of hand, so this video might be a little long, so... stick in there, let's get started. Of course, first up, we talk the DVDs I bought. I only bought 4 DVDs. I've gotten a lot more into Blu-ray lately, so I haven't been picking up a bunch of DVDs. But if there's a movie it's cheaper on DVD, I can't find it on Blu-ray, I'll just pick it up on DVD. So let's go through these. First up, this was on my top 20 favorite films of the year list. It came out a little while ago, but I just picked it up a few weeks ago. And I got off my shift at Target. I was just like, you know what? Let's pick up Snowpiercer. This movie's fantastic. It's awesome. I haven't watched the DVD yet, but it does have a lot of bonus features, so I'm excited to watch those because I've been getting really into bonus features lately. I don't know why. I like them, but Snowpiercer is awesome. It's about these guys on a train, and they're going to the front of the train. If you haven't seen Snowpiercer, you should. And the big reason I got the DVD instead of the Blu-ray, not only because it's $2 cheaper, but the Blu-ray was just like a Blu-ray. Like, it didn't have a slipcover. I love slipcovers. And this slipcover opens, and you get to see the train. That's sick as shit. So it's cheaper, and it's prettier. Probably not quality-wise, but I like it. This next one is one of the 3 crazy things I bought in November. It's one of those, you know that movie you love, but you just don't own it for some reason? For me, that was Snatch. I love Snatch, I really do. When I was back in high school, one of my teachers for a film class I had, she showed this to us, and I was like, oh, let's watch Snatch. And it blew me away. I was like, this movie's hysterical, it's amazing, I love it. And it's one of those movies that then I watched a few more times on Netflix, I just never bought it. It was $3. This was $3, and this is the special deluxe edition. It was $3 at Second & Charles. It comes with 2 discs. So I was like, if it's $3 at Second & Charles and it comes with 2 discs, why not? That's a good deal. That's a good deal, so I got it. If you haven't seen Snatch, watch Snatch. It's really fucking good. Up next is actually one of my favorite movies of 2013. This is a movie that I really loved. I really loved it. It didn't quite make my top 10. I had done a top 20, which I'm kind of wishing I did now because that top 20 was fun. This one definitely would have been on it. I'm talking Rush. Now, for those of you who don't know, I used to work at a car dealership. I used to work at a Subaru dealership, and I remember when this movie was coming out, it was a big deal. It was a big deal at the dealership. All my coworkers were really excited about it. I think our boss even got them early screening tickets. I didn't get them, but I remember I was late to the party on Rush, and I saw it in theaters, and it blew me away. I was like, you don't even need to be a racing fan to like this movie. You just need to be a fan of great movies. It's a Ron Howard movie. Ron Howard rules. We all know that. Chris Hemsworth is in it, and he rules in it. I think Chris Hemsworth, he must have liked him, because Chris Hemsworth is in the new Ron Howard movie, which actually just made my top 10 most anticipated of the year list, but this movie was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen Rush, give it a watch. This was like $5 at Target, so I don't know if it's still $5, but it was $5, so watch it. And this is actually my final DVD. This is a movie I love dearly. It's a movie that I think there are movies that you should watch, and there are movies that you need to watch. This is a movie you need to watch. I'm talking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I, honest to God, think every single high school history class in the curriculum, it should be mandatory to show this movie. Because in my high school, in my junior year, I remember our teacher showed us this movie because he was awesome. He was like, it's got history in it. It's about Keanu Reeves and other guy who looks like Sean Penn, and they go back in time and like take a bunch of super important people of history for a history project at school. It's hysterical. You get your Keanu Reeves whoa moment near the end. It is so funny. It has so many moments. I love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, why? Why? It's like $2 at Best Buy. Go get this. It is so good. Now we're getting into the Blu-rays. I got a lot of Blu-rays. because these are mostly like, I have a job now so I can afford things. Also, Christmas was a thing, and I got a lot of Blu-rays for Christmas. This is my big pile, and it's my favorite pile. Let's talk about it. Coming up first, one of my favorite movies of last year. It made number 4, I think, on my list. I loved this movie. Came out last month, I believe. Yeah, it came out last month. I was really excited for it, and I got the Steelbook, and it feels so good for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This is actually the only Steelbook I scored this month, which makes me sad, because I didn't realize there was a Guardians of the Galaxy one. I would have scored that one, but I scored this one. It was actually like cheaper than the normal special edition Blu-ray. I guess because the special edition Blu-ray came with the DVD. I don't need no DVDs. I got this. It's awesome. You see Caesar on the front there. You got Koba on the back. Open it up. There's more fun. I love this movie. It's no secret. I think this is one of the best movies that came out last year. I loved every second of it. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go pick it up. You can't get this beauty anymore, I don't think. I think this... It feels so good. I love Steelbooks. I love this movie. Go get it. Coming up next, it's heavy. I like it when my Blu-rays are heavy. This is a movie that I got for Christmas. I was so happy when I got it. It's one of those movies from my childhood. Do you remember when you were a kid and you just had one movie that was always on repeat? Well, for me, it was Finding Nemo. The thing about Pixar movies is I love them to death, but I barely own any of them because they're expensive. Which is why Christmas is a big deal. Because I got the Ultimate Collector's Edition. This comes with like everything. This thing has like 5 discs. It's got one of the most beautiful slipcovers I've ever seen, which is kind of ruined by the stickers, but I'll get those off later. It's got all these discs. Oh my god. And I love this movie. I haven't rewatched it yet, but I remember when I was a kid, this movie it understood me. I loved this thing so much. It was ridiculous. I used to watch it all the time. It made me want to be a marine biologist at one point. That was one of my one-point dreams, and it was because of Finding Nemo. If you haven't seen Finding Nemo, what's wrong with you? They show it in every high school Spanish class ever. How have you not seen Finding Nemo? It's so good. Coming up next, another one of my favorite movies of the year. This one tortured me when it came out, because I remember the day it came out, I was working, and I had to pass by its display. Like every 5 seconds, I was passing by its display. I'm talking Guardians of the friggin' Galaxy. Everything is awesome. I love this movie so much. I've seen it 5 times now. It's awesome. Get the Blu-ray. Get this thing. I love this thing. It comes with all these special features. There's a few little documentary things on there that are really fun to watch. It's really fun to see James Gunn talk about the movie because he loves these characters nearly as much as everyone else in the world does. So, I don't know, you probably already own this because everyone loved Guardians of the Galaxy, so I don't know what I'm telling you. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Buy it. Up next, I actually have 2 Blu-rays here, but they're kind of the same, so I'm just going to show them both at the same time. These are both things I got for Christmas. I love them both very much. I watched them both the day after Christmas. They're very special to me. Got 2 One Piece movies. We got Strong World and Z. I'm a pretty big One Piece fan. I really like One Piece. I haven't really watched the show a ton. I've got maybe 200 episodes in. That's just my issue. There's like a million episodes, so I haven't really watched a lot of it. But what I do watch is I watch the movies. Because the movies are awesome. The One Piece movies are like surprisingly good. I prefer Strong World, but I do love Z because the finale is really awesome. But I think the Strong World finale is even better. These movies are great and they're cheap. These just came to America. They're like $20 each. I really recommend picking these up if you're a One Piece fan because they are really cheap. It's good value and good quality. Get them. Coming up next is a Blu-ray I thought would never come out. This movie took so long to come out. It was my number 2 favorite movie of 2013. It took so long to come out. Finally did. I picked it up. I'm very glad I did too because it's awesome. I'm talking The Wind Rises, a valiant finale for Hayao Miyazaki's incredible career. I think it was his birthday a few days ago. He turned like 74. The dude is a genius. He made this movie and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I remember when I reviewed it way back in like, I think February of last year. It's been a while. I was just like, oh, but I saw the Japanese version, so I can't talk about the English voice cast. Now I can. It's great. Joseph Gordon-Levitt does awesome. Emily Blunt, I think, is in it. She does really cool, too. Everyone does really good. It's not crazy, like, oh, the voice acting. What's really important is the story, and the story is beautiful. And it's set in a pretty difficult time, you know? It's set in a difficult time to kind of put into a story. And it's not one of those movies that preaches to you. It doesn't say what you should believe. It's just like, hey, here's a life. watch it. And this movie's beautiful. If you're not into Hayao Miyazaki's work, I highly recommend it. It is some of the most beautiful animation I've ever seen. He doesn't just make some of the greatest animated films ever, he makes some of the greatest films, and The Wind Rises is one of them. Coming up next, another one of my favorites from last year. This was my favorite comedy from last year. It is one of the funniest movies I have seen in for what feels like forever. 22 Jump Street. Good times. Good times. I love this movie. I love this movie. I watched it again. It's still just as funny. It's not nearly as funny as like the first time you saw it, because this is one of those movies where the first time you see it, you'll just like it's so amazing. It's just a parody of the first one, but it works. Like, it works. I love this movie. There's not a lot to be said. It's laugh out loud funny, even better than the first. Thanks, Alex Zalban. What's up? Hi. Want to say hi? Oi.
Say hi. Hey, y'all. I'm a kitty, and I like to eat a Wabashi.
And we're finally to the end of my Blu-rays. This is the last one. It's actually a 3-pack. A 3-pack. I got it for Christmas. Once again, Pixar movies that I used to grow up on, and I never owned them. I only ever owned the third one, and these are some of the greatest movies. This is like Star Wars, where every movie in the trilogy is an A+. It's like the Star Wars of animation, and that is Toy Story. We got the Super 6 Special Edition. It's got all 3 of them on Blu-ray. I like Blu-rays. I like Toy Story. I like what's going on here. It's awesome. It's awesome. I really want to marathon them. I'm going to marathon them as soon as I'm finished with another thing I'm going to bring up soon. But these movies are awesome. I don't need to tell you that. Everyone of anything can like these movies. Like my dad, he's one of those people, he really only likes Clint Eastwood. I took him to see Toy Story 3 when it came out, and even he was holding back tears. These movies are incredible. They're incredible. If your child doesn't grow up with them, you lose. Okay, when I said I was done with Blu-rays, I lied. I actually have 2 more, but these are both animes that I got for Christmas, and I was really happy to get them. First up is the second part of an anime that I really enjoyed. One of the most depressing animes of all time, so I'm not sure why I'm collecting it, but I did get part 2 of Attack on Titan. I got part 1 when it came out. It was really cheap at Best Buy, so I picked it up. It was really cheap on Amazon, so someone picked it up for me for Christmas. And I got it for Christmas, and I really enjoyed it. It's really good. It's depressing as all hell, but it's really good. I really love this series. A lot of people have been talking about how overrated it is, and while I don't agree with that, I can see, like, it's not as good as some of the other ones, but it's still a great anime. Like, you should watch Attack on Titan. It's really good. Then up next is probably the favorite thing I got on Christmas. I've been watching this, and it is every bit as good as everyone has told me it is. I used to get yelled at a lot when I worked back at Subaru for not having seen this, and I'm talking Cowboy Bebop. I got the complete series. This just recently released. This is the complete Cowboy Bebop series on Blu-ray. And it's awesome, because I had never watched Cowboy Bebop, and I know, like, everyone I mentioned, oh yeah, I like anime. Have you seen Cowboy Bebop? No? Well, then you don't like anime. And I've been watching this. It is phenomenal. It is every bit as good as everyone keeps yelling at me it is. If you haven't seen this, it's amazing. I think this is around $50, which it's a pretty slight price for entertainment, but I think it was worth it. I really have been enjoying the series. I'm almost done with it. I also just want to, I love the slipcover. Just want to show you the discs, because the discs are beautiful. They're like records. And I don't know. I like record, and they like feel like records too. Like, this is legit stuff. It does feel like a record. It's literally a record that you throw on your PlayStation and you're going. You're going. This is fantastic. It's definitely worth a buy for any anime fans collection. Looks like that is it, guys. That's all the pickups I have. Oh, wait, more! I like to play video games, so I bought a lot of video games. This month had a lot of video games come out. Last month had 2 in particular, which were pretty big deals for me, but I'm just gonna go through these now. So yeah, I'm gonna start with the 3DS games. First up, I got this one for Christmas. It's one that I've never really been like, oh, I need it, but I've always been like intrigued. I've always wanted to play it, and that is Rune Factory 4. It's basically Fantasy Harvest Moon, and I had I think it was just 1 week where I straight just played Harvest Moon Animal Parade for a full week. Like, that's one of the worst gaming binges I've ever gone on. I remember my hands were like shaped like the Wiimote and nunchuck afterwards. So when I heard about Rune Factory and how it's like a fantasy Harvest Moon, I was really intrigued. Haven't played a ton of it, but from what I've played, it's pretty good. I'm not enjoying it as much as I would Harvest Moon. It does have a lot more though. You can fight monsters as well as farm. I think you can get married too. It's kind of a big deal in these games. I like to live through them, so getting married is a big deal, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's good. And then after that, we have one of my most anticipated games of last year. Didn't disappoint. This is a remake of the first Pokemon game I ever played. I actually still have it right here. Link fell over. That would be
Pokemon Sapphire. I got this copy too. Ah!
This game is awesome. It is so much fun. I wish I had more time to play it. I really wish I had more time to play it because I've only gotten 5 badges so far. I haven't even soared with my Latias yet. I just caught my Latias, but this game is really fun. I don't love the contests anymore. I think the contests were downgraded, but everything else is super exciting. Love going on my adventure. All the new Mega Evolutions are awesome. And yeah, it's Pokemon. What else is there to say? It's awesome. Buy it. Then we got all these ones. These are my console games. I'm going to start with my PlayStation 3 ones, because PlayStation is my third-party machine that I use for third-party games. Well, first up, if you can take your eyes off me for a second and look back in my set, you see I have this beautiful Sora action figure. I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. This just recently came out, and it is the HD 2.5 remix. These are HD remakes of some of the Kingdom Hearts games. It comes with Kingdom Hearts 2, which is one of the big games from my childhood. I haven't delved as much into it as I wish I liked to. There's just been so much stuff coming out this month that it's been so busy for me that it's been hard to get into games like this, but it comes with the second one, which is a huge game from my childhood, Metal Gear Roxas. I love it. And it comes with Birth by Sleep, which is a game I never played because it came out for the PSP. I never played it, so I'm really excited to play that. And then it has, I believe, just the Kingdom Hearts Recoded HD remastered cinematics, so I can watch it like it's a movie instead of playing the game like it's a game. I don't know, I'm really enjoying it. I haven't delved into it nearly as much as I'd like to, but of course it's good. Not to mention, I got the limited edition. Can't see from that, the box is over there, but again, look, this little Mickey Sora pin. I dig that, and it was only like 40 bucks. It was cheap too, so if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, this is just a steal. Get it! Then the other PlayStation game I got, I was in the mood for some dumb fun, and Platinum is fantastic at serving up dumb fun, so I got Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance! Yay! It's good. It's good. It has moments where I'm just like, why doesn't this game have a dodge button? Like, it doesn't have a dodge button, so it's just really hard to pull off some of the stuff it wants you to pull off, but the blade time, whatever that is, that's really fun. I'm not huge on Raiden yet. I don't really like his voice actor. His voice actor is too evil for me. I'm just like, you could have made that a little less evil, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. The first fight you have with the Metal Gear, it's amazing. Like, the music it plays too, like the music, all the stuff it does, it's just so fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. Once again, I'm not really going crazy about it just yet, but it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. Maybe I'll talk about it later. Not to mention, it was $8, so nothing to shake a stick at. And before we go into my Wii U games, I did get one Wii game for Christmas this year. It's the sequel to one of my favorite games of all time. I remember I got a question in my 300 subs video, what are your top 5 favorite games of all time? And I forgot to mention this one, Super Mario Galaxy. I got Mario Galaxy 2. I'm really enjoying this so far. It's just Mario Galaxy again, and I love Mario Galaxy, so it's super fun. I love visiting these galaxies. I always thought Mario Galaxy was a much better 3D platformer than any of the other ones. I think it's better than 64. I think it's better than Sunshine. I think it's a lot better than Sunshine, actually, but yeah, this one's fun too. I'm not huge on the fact there's no Rosalina yet. I heard it's like the surprise plot twist at the end that she's like reading a book, but they like just replaced her with this fat purple Luma. Not huge on that, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the streamlined map system better than I thought I would. I don't like it as much as the Comet Observatory. It's not as good as the first so far, but I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, it's Mario. When have you played a Mario game and been like, that was really on fun? The answer's never. It's Mario. Now we are into the Wii U games. I love the Wii U. I buy all the games for the Wii U. I got my gamepad right here. And one of the first things I bought this month, this was actually, the first Wii U game I bought this month, and one of the only two, it's the new Captain Toad game, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. I'm enjoying this. I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. I think the camera is wonky. It is wonky, and the fact you can't turn off the gyro controls infuriates me, because it's just like, I like to sit in a certain fashion. It's difficult, but other than that, the puzzle solving is just as fun as it was in Mario 3D World. I'm having a blast with it, and yeah, it's a nice little platformer. It might be a bit expensive for $40. I don't know. It's like I spent 40 and I'm fine with it, but for someone else it might be a little too much. I'm really enjoying it though, so I recommend giving it a look. Giving it a look. Playing puzzles. Next up is another game by Platinum. I know I kind of wanted to have character action. This is one that came out, I believe, in 2013. It was one of those games that just kind of flew by my radar, and that is The Wonderful 101. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't think it's as hype as everyone hyped it up to be. I think the gameplay is fun to a point, but it's not something that keeps your attention super long. But it was only like 27 bucks or something, so it's not like I really lost a huge thing on it. And I really like the characters. I actually think Wonder Red would be a really cool DLC character for Smash Brothers. But it's good. It's good. I don't know. I think Bayonetta 2 spoiled me. Because now I'm just like, Platinum, can you just make this Bayonetta 2 again? But it's still fun. It's still worth a buy. I know a lot of people love this game. I'm sure I'll get more into it later. I've heard it takes a while to get into. So I guess I'm just not a while into it, but... And of course the last thing I got this baby. I got this baby. And... so good. I'm talking Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. This game is everything I want it to be and more. Like, this game is so much fun that Smash Month was last month, and it took me so long to get every video out, not because I was working, because I was too preoccupied playing Smash to even take a moment to sit here and talk about Smash to you guys. This game is just amazing. The amiibos are awesome, even though they're infuriating to find. I'm telling you, I got Captain Falcon and Little Mac. I don't know how I got them, because they're so impossible to find, but other than that, this game is incredible. You can expect a full review soon, once I can stop playing it addictively enough to put in like my game capture and record some footage, but it's awesome. If you haven't gotten this yet, you're crazy. Even if you don't have a Wii U, go get a Wii U and get this. It's amazing. And yeah, guys, those are all my pickups for the months of November and December. This was a long one. It looks like I'm at 28 minutes right now. It's probably not going to be that long in the actual video, but I'm at 28 minutes right now. Anyways, yeah, those are all the things I bought. What did you buy? Did you buy a thing? Stay classy. I also got this. This is it's a 3DS holder, but it's Mario. I mentioned I'm single.